Hi everyone, Logan here, and welcome to Shureviews. This is our 10th video. So exciting. In honor of this occasion, I decided to wear a shirt with a collar, so I'm feeling very focused. I'm feeling very positive, motivated, and very excited. The album we're going to be talking about today is the Mars Volta's debut full-length release titled De-Loused in the Comatorium. Let's get a shot of this. I'm going to try to not knock it over. Beautiful artwork. I didn't necessarily think so the first time I saw it. It's a bit unsettling. But I think the artwork really represents the music well, and we'll get into that in just 2 seconds. De-Loused in the Comatorium was released on the 24th of June 2003. It was produced by Rick Rubin and guitarist, composer, musical director, producer, Omar Rodriguez Lopez. So, who was the Mars Volta? The Mars Volta, the core of the band, was the aforementioned Omar Rodriguez Lopez, as well as Cedric Bixler-Zavala, performing singing and lyricist duties nearly exclusively, I would say. That's the core of the band. Throughout their career, up until the time they disbanded in 2012, they featured a rotating cast of musicians both in the studio and live. This particular album, De-Loused in the Comatorium, features John Theodore on drums, simply amazing. 2 members of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, John Frusciante doing some guitar tricks, and Flea on bass, because why the hell not? In addition, the late Isaiah Ike Owens performs on keyboard here, and the late Jeremy Michael Ward doing sound manipulation. This is a progressive rock, free jazz, psychedelic, Afro-Cuban centric hardcore band and album. It's a concept album on which Storm Thorgerson provided the artwork. Storm Thorgerson being probably the mastermind between most of the good Pink Floyd album artwork. The album's opening sequence, Son et Lumière, which translates into sound and light, seems very appropriate when you look at the cover. I see sound in the form of light here. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Son et Lumière is it's a short and subdued song which segues very nicely into Inertiatic ESP. This song has a very real sense of urgency in the beginning. In its second movement, we hear some of their trademark frantic pacing and odd time signatures. Great keyboards and drumming here too. Explosive, poignant, not a single second is wasted. Next is Roulette Dares, The Haunt Of. More frantic hardcore riffs underpinned by the Afro-Cuban vibe. There's a huge epic breakdown in this song, not unlike one you would hear in one of the lengthier Pink Floyd songs. Next, Tírame a las arañas, or Throw Me to the Spiders, is another short instrumental track that leads into a song called Drunk Ship of Lanterns. This is a live favorite. I don't have too much to say about it, except that being a live favorite, it was not uncommon for the band to stretch this song past the 20-minute mark when they were performing it. So check out a live version of that if you have the opportunity. In doing so, you also get to see Cedric dance like James Brown, and who doesn't want to see that? This song kind of epitomizes the hardcore, frantic side of this album. I'm going to be using that word today. Frantic. It's our word of the day. Ariatarca. Omar Rodriguez Lopez often stated in interviews that he uses loads of guitar effects in his music to mask the fact that his guitar skills are quite limited. Tarka blows this idea out of the water. These riffs, and not just this song, but other songs on this album, the riffs are complex as well as heavily affected. Next, Cicatriz ESP. This is the very first Mars Volta song I ever heard. I heard it in the form of a leaked demo years and years ago. I loved it then in its pre-release short-form demo version, and I love it now in its fully fleshed out official release version that clocks in at over 12 minutes. The melody is intricate. There's a soaring chorus, interesting time signatures, and at least for me, it made for a great introduction to this band's music. Amazing. Cicatriz ESP, great song. Next, This Apparatus Must Be Unearthed. This song is similar structurally to Roulette Dares and Drunk Ship of Lanterns. You get the frantic pacing, the stretched out, these aren't 3-minute pop songs. Next up is Televators. I had forgotten about this song. I think it's one of the 2 singles released from this album. Looking back on it, I love the melody. It's relaxed, and it's very much a welcome track after this, 50-minute onslaught of hardcore, free jazz, progressive rock. It's a breather, and structurally, it's probably the most normal song on the album. It's the only one that I personally have seen on YouTube the band perform in an acoustic setting. I don't think any of the other songs would translate too well in sort of if they were to do a Mars Volta Unplugged type deal. And with that, the album's closer, Take the Veil, Serpentaxed. Serpentaxed is the main character of the album in its original short story form, written by Cedric Bixler-Zavala. It's another hardcore song in the vein of This Apparatus Must Be Unearthed. It's a strong closer. At only 10 songs, this album clocks in at over 66 minutes. It's an experience, and like many progressive rock albums, many concept albums, upon first listen, it can be kind of a slog to get through. That's how I felt about it, even though I already liked the band, loved the band going into this album. They released a 3-song EP before this called Tremulant, as well as there were a few leaked demos online before this album came out. But in hindsight, in retrospect and in hindsight, in the hindsight of retrospection, this album is so strong. Each time you listen to it, you hear something you didn't hear before. It was released to mixed reviews, and many of these reviews were not mixed, but actually very positive. And to this day, this album makes top 10 lists for best progressive rock album, best concept album. And it's not so much a slog to get through now. Seeing the beginnings of the band right up through till they disbanded in 2012. So pick it up. It's a great album. It might take time to get through, but it might help the listener to appreciate even more for that fact. So thanks for joining me on our 10th Shureview video. I can't wait to see what's coming up next. I intend to discuss their second full-length release, Francis the Mute, and its accompanying single in great detail. Another fantastic album. So if you enjoy this, thumbs up, subscribe, comment below if you like, share. As always, this was edited by my wife, the lovely and talented Miss Mandy. Check out her videos as well. Thanks for watching and have yourself a great day.